Welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to learn how to use number, how to use single quote, how single and double quote behave between the double quote and single quote, and what is a escape string. So open up the same file again and open that file in the browser as well. Delete our statement. Let's say you want to display number 123 in the browser. So you don't type any quote around the numbers in PHP. You only type single or double quote around the string, not around the number. Type echo, then type 123 and semicolon. Save it and reload the page. As you can see, it displaying us 123 in the browser. One more thing, integer and number are the same thing. This 123 we can call it an integer or we can call it a number. In the last video, we displayed our string hello world in the browser with a double quote. Now we are going to use single quote to display our hello world again in the browser. So delete this statement, type echo, type opening and closing single quote and type semicolon. In between these quotes, type hello world. Save it and reload the page. As you can see, it displays hello world in the browser. As you can see, there is no difference between this output and the last output when we used double quote to display our string hello world in the browser. So it really doesn't matter. If you want to use single quote with the string, use single quote, and if you want to use double quote with the string, use double quote. It's totally up to you. Now comes to the escape string. What is the escape string? First, see the difference between our code and between our display. In our code, we got opening and closing single quote. But in a display, we have no single quote and it only displaying us our string hello world. The reason we already know is this, that single quote is a special character which PHP uses for interpretation. But what if we got the single quote in our actual string? Let's say we have a string, it's a sunny day. As you can see, we got a single quote in our string. We want to display this single quote in the browser. We don't want PHP to process it. To stop the interpretation of a special character, we use another special character called escape string, which you place before any special character and PHP won't process it and it will display it as it is. So now we are going to code this example. Type echo, single quote and semicolon. Now type it. Now you know that we got a single quote which we want to display. So type escape string, type single quote and type S and type a sunny day. Save it and reload the page. As you can see, it displays it's a sunny day in the browser with a single quote. So that means you can escape the interpretation of a special character with the help of escape string. But what if you want to display a escape string in the browser? How are you going to escape the escape string? Let's come back to our hello world example. Let's say you want to display one escape string between hello and world. So what you can do, just simply type one escape string, save it and reload the page. It will display the escape string in the browser. The reason is this, the way escape string behave is pretty simple. If we got any special character after escape string, like in our last example we got a single quote after escape string, then it will behave as a escape string. But if we haven't got any special character after the escape string, then it will behave as a simple string, not as a special character escape string. So remember, escape string only behave as a escape string if we got any special character after that. Otherwise, it's just a normal string. Before we move on, I want to explain three things which people get wrong with the escape string. There is a difference between escape string and a backslash. Escape string is this. It's on the left hand side with the pipe sign and after the shift key. Backslash is this. It's on the right hand side with the question mark and before the shift key. One more thing, sometimes people put escape string after a special character. No, you have to put escape string before the special character, not after it. Third, if escape string got another special character after it, then it's an escape string. Otherwise, it's just a normal string. Now we are going to learn how single and double quote behave between the double quote and single quote. Let's see one example. This is an example of echo hello world in a single quote. Let's say you want to display double quote in here. Just add one double quote, save it and reload the page. As you can see, it displays our double quote as well. PHP didn't treat it as a special character. So if you got double quote in a single quote, PHP will treat it as a normal string instead of a special character. Now see the example of hello world, but this time with the double quote. Type one single quote and reload the page. As you can see, in the browser we got our single quote as well. If you got a single quote in between the double quote, PHP will treat it as a normal string, not as a special character. So if we want to use single quote in between the double quote, we can use it. We don't have to escape it. And if we want to use double quote in between the single quote, we can do it. We don't have to escape it. There is a one exercise. Please go ahead and do it, which will test what you have learned so far. In the next video, we are going to learn how to use HTML tag in PHP code and how to write comment.